Hi, welcome back to Chapter 9 of Dan Gutman's The Homework Machine. The last time we left the D Squad, they were called into the principal's office, and they decided they were going to deny that there was ever such a thing as a homework machine. Let's see how that works out for them. Sam, grade 5. So the four of us gathered at my house that Saturday. We didn't have to be there just to erase all the data. I guess we wanted to say goodbye to Belch. After all, it had been an amazing machine, at least before everything went wrong. It deserved a decent goodbye. Brenton sat down at the keyboard and starts doing his thing. He says it would only take a few minutes to destroy all the data and erase the hard drive. But 5 minutes go by and he's still fooling with it. He has this worried look on his face. Brenton, grade 5. Something was wrong. I had never locked the files or password protected anything. But something was preventing me from deleting them. I tried everything. Kelsey, grade 5. Judy started to panic. She was grabbing Brenton by the shoulders and asking, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" He told her to stop it because he couldn't concentrate. He kept wiping the sweat off his forehead. The machine wasn't letting him delete anything. Judy, grade 5. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed the power cord and just yanked the plug out of the wall. Kelsey. Judy went nuts and pulled the plug. We all thought that would be the end of it, but nothing happened. Belch was still on the screen and the little red power light didn't go out. Then she really went nuts. Brenton, grade 5. Apparently, in the months we had been using the machine, it somehow discovered a way to conserve its energy or run without a traditional sort of electricity. That's how intelligent it was. It had probably discovered some obscure website that described an alternative energy source that we couldn't begin to understand. I was frustrated that I could not seem to turn the thing off, but at the same time I marveled at the power of artificial intelligence. I was proud of it in a way. It had evolved with no help from me. Sam, grade 5. It was like some weird science fiction movie when the scientist creates this machine that becomes too powerful and develops a mind of its own, and gets out of control and turns evil and tries to take over the world. I told Brenton to stop kidding around and just turn the thing off, but he couldn't. It was too smart. Judy was out of her mind. We all were. Judy, grade 5. The machine was using us instead of us using it. We couldn't stop it. There was no telling what it might decide to do. Brenton said it might be a good idea for us to go into another room to talk about what to do next. I asked him why, and he said Belch might be listening. That really freaked me out. Kelsey, grade 5. There was no getting around it. We knew what we had to do. We had to destroy Belch. No deprogram it or erase it or delete some stupid files. We had to destroy the thing before it destroyed us. Sam, grade 5. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's busting stuff. I have a few baseball bats in the garage. We could have just taken Belch outside and wailed on that thing and busted it up good. But the other said that the police or the FBI or whoever was snooping around asking questions would find all the little pieces all over my backyard. Kelsey, grade 5. We talked about all the ways we could destroy Belch. Judy suggested we take it apart piece by piece and then mail each piece to a different country. But we didn't have time for that. Snick wanted to set it on fire and stuff it full of firecrackers and blow it to smithereens. I said we should just open up the back and pour Cheez Whiz all over the insides. My mom once dropped Cheez Whiz on a calculator by accident and it never worked again. Judy, grade 5. I just wanted it to go away forever. They were throwing out all kinds of crazy ideas. We could melt it, run it over with a bulldozer, dig a hole in the ground and bury it so deeply they wouldn't find it for 100 years. I guess I was the one who suggested we throw it into the Grand Canyon. I wasn't serious. It was just a dumb idea. Sam, grade 5. Judy had a brilliant idea. We didn't even have to dig a hole. We live right next to the biggest hole in the world. It's like a mile deep. The Colorado River is at the bottom and it's almost 300 miles long. The river would carry Belch away and we'd never see it again. It was foolproof. Judy, grade 5. Why would I be part of such a crazy plan? I don't know. Sometimes when I'm under stress, I don't think straight. Desperate people do stupid things. I didn't use good judgment. My brain wasn't working. Everybody thought it was such a great idea. I got swept up in it. Brenton, grade 5. It was like chess. We were in zugzwang. Any move we made would only have made our position worse. It seemed like our best and only option was to throw Belch into the Grand Canyon. The bottom of the canyon is a mile down, but it's not a steep cliff like one of those Roadrunner cartoons. We couldn't just drop Belch over the edge and expect it to reach the bottom. It would be necessary to throw it a good distance to clear the rocks and trees. There was only one way to do that. Sam, grade 5. The catapult, I thought. What a genius Brenton is. We get the catapult he built for school and bring it out to the south rim of the canyon. We'd load Belch up in it and chuck that thing out of our lives forever. Kelsey, we waited until it was dark that night. The moon was full, I remember. Judy, we snuck into Brenton's garage and took out his catapult. Brenton, we took the catapult out to Snick's house and disconnected Belch. The red light never turned off. Sam, we loaded Belch onto the catapult. Kelsey, we wheeled the catapult over to the edge of the south rim. Brenton, we found an isolated spot where it looked like it would be the shortest distance to the middle of the canyon. Kelsey, we made sure nobody was around. Judy, we all said goodbye. It was like taking an old friend to the airport when they were moving away, and you know we'll never see them again. Sam, we did a countdown. 10, 9, 8, you know. Kelsey, Brenton pushed the button. Sam, and the thing just flew. You should have seen it. It crossed right in front of the moon. It was beautiful. Kelsey, we waited and waited. We never heard a splash or a crash. It was so far down, it was like the thing just vanished. Judy, I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Kelsey, it was gone. It was over. Okay, so they got rid of Belch by throwing him in all places the Grand Canyon. Let's see if that makes the story end. Check out next time for Chapter 10.